to your dome.
What's going on, Turbros? In case you have been living under a rock, there's a new weapon out right now on Xbox for Season Pass holders called the Ripper. In my opinion, this weapon is alright. It is OP to an extent only when you use the SMG version, and I only recommend using the AR version in certain circumstances when you absolutely need to, because as an AR, in my opinion, it's pretty damn weak. So keep that in mind when you're using this weapon with these attachments and perks. I am a stealth slash rush slash flank type of player, so I occasionally get into long range gunfights, but not that many, in case some of you are wondering why I don't use a certain attachment. So after many hours of playing with this weapon and doing many tests, I finally found the best class setup that worked for me, and this class setup even got me a KEM Strike while I was at it, so I was pretty happy about that, you know, being the gun just came out a few days ago. So enough jibber jabber, this is my best class setup for the Ripper. Alright, starting with attachments, I have grip. Yes, this weapon is accurate enough on its own, but using grip helped me kill enemies from longer range versus without it when I needed to engage in a long range gunfight. Then we have silencer. You guys should know this by now if you've been subscribed to me for a long time, and this is strictly my preference, but with the stealthy way I play, silencer is definitely necessary, and no, I do not notice any reduction in damage. And you can't flank an entire enemy team if they see you on the radar and you're gonna go for a KEM or a high kill streak. And now for the perks. This is COD Ghost, people. The dead, silence, and amplify combo is a must. Almost everyone has a headset nowadays. You know, again, this is my personal preference, but when I went without these two perks, I felt I was more vulnerable and couldn't go on longer kill streaks without these two. Now, I'm not saying all, but in my experience, most people will sound whore the hell out of you, and this defeats the purpose of being stealthy if you don't use these two perks. And next we have sleight of hand. This is a must for this weapon, and especially when you're on the go. When ammo capacity is low on this weapon, you'll need to reload as quick as possible when you're behind enemy lines. This has saved me a bunch of times. Without it, it reloads way too slow. Then we have focus. So again, this gun is pretty accurate already, but this is necessary for those long range gunfights. I don't advise you to gauge in those gunfights, but most other maps are huge, so this perk did me well. Next we have ready up. Whenever you have those unexpected moments where enemies come out of nowhere or you're faced in a 1v1 situation with someone, this perk will definitely give you the upper hand or at least stand a chance. And last but not least, and the most important starting perk would be Hardline. It is a hit marker machine. I guarantee you will get hit markers for days, so having Hardline will help so much because your assists will count as kills and it'll help you get your kill streaks faster at the same time anyway. Now for the strike package, you could use support, assault, or specialist, you know, whatever tickles your fancy. And for me, I use specialist, and I'll go over the 3 specialist perk slots and then leave the rest to you because it's all personal preference from there. So the first perk is scavenger. Ammo capacity is low, just like I said. You know, some may say use fully loaded, but I personally don't like that perk because once you're out of ammo, you're out of ammo. Then the next perk is off the grid. I always feel a sense of comfort when I get this perk, especially when I'm flanking the enemy and satcoms are being spammed out the ass and they have no clue I am right behind them, especially when I'm nearing a KEM. So dead eye is the next perk. Remember I said you're gonna get hit markers for days? And this perk definitely helps a ton, especially for long range. I found it to be a lot easier to take down the enemy with this perk equipped. And the bonus perks are completely up to you, but I have quick draw, takedown, ICU, and blast shield in case anyone is wondering. Now again, all these perks and attachments are my personal preference. You know, this setup has gotten me great results and even a KEM or close to my KEMs most of the time. So try this setup out, maybe it'll work for you, especially if you're a flanker slash rusher slash stealthy player. So please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It shows me I'm doing something right and to keep producing these kinds of videos. And subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll see all my turbos in the next video. Peace.